Well, today, a Bronx organization is calling on the community to donate food to those that may go without this holiday season. Well, this comes after the New York State Comptroller released a report yesterday stating that poverty rates in the Bronx have surpassed the New York State and national poverty average. Well, News 12's Samantha Cheney is in the South Bronx with more on the nonprofit's efforts to fight food insecurity across our borough.
When Dan Zouderer was a middle school teacher in the South Bronx, he says his eyes were open to an uncomfortable truth.
Many of my students and their families were dealing with food insecurity to an unprecedented degree.
Zouderer says it was after learning that his students and their families were skipping meals because they couldn't afford to eat that he decided to start Grassroots Grocery.
But it just began as an effort to provide for my own students and their families.
Today, the nonprofit supplies food in parts of the Bronx and Harlem through 7 different community refrigerators. But the founder says it wouldn't be possible without the help of community organizers and volunteers.
Thank you, Mommy.
Every Saturday, these volunteers come out to the community refrigerators to distribute more than 8,000 pounds worth of produce. And I'm told what's left goes inside.
Well, somebody has to do it, right? We have to help ourselves. We have to help each other. Okay, we keep looking for the government to do this and this person to do that when we're a whole community.
According to a report by the New York State Comptroller, in 2021, 24.4% of people living in the Bronx lived below the poverty threshold, compared to 13.9% of New Yorkers and 12.8% of all Americans. This Bronx woman named Felicia tells me she was one of those people, and she says she relies heavily on these donations.
Without it, I think everything will go down.
And Zouderer says with food prices continuously rising, that could be the case for anyone.
We all need to come together and help lift up our neighbors in need, and I'm really excited to be a part of that.
In the South Bronx, Samantha Cheney, News 12.